Oh,
Yeah, we are live right now.
hey everyone, say hi to Marc Teo.
Yo!
You
Welcome.
must say, you cannot just wave. Cannot capture.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inbox Income Academy. Okay, for those of you who are new here, welcome. This is Jin, and together with Gavin, today we are going to interview Marc. Okay, so I really love this individual. All right, so for those of you watching this live right now, please spam the love and like emoticon to welcome Marc to our webinar tonight because he's going to add you so much value. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So I just want to take this chance to share with you why you should listen to this guy. Okay? This guy really shocks me. Okay, you know, I heard from Gavin, show me a video. This guy he is a top affiliate in Singapore promoting a 2K USD program. Okay, he's a top affiliate in Singapore who made so much money. How much is 50K Sing dollar? Okay, from a 2K program, and he do not even have a list. Oh my god! So I know today you come to this webinar, you want to know how did he made it, right? So do we. Okay, we really want to take this chance to help you grill him, right? So who is Marc? Marc is someone that we know. So he's a master implementer. He's really a good action taker. He's a speaker, okay, and also he do investing also. So today we're gonna welcome Marc. So Marc, welcome on board today.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me over to this Facebook Live session.
Awesome. So first of all, help us introduce yourself so that the audience know about your background. So like just a small introduction, a quick introduction.
No problem.
What you do?
Sure. So currently I'm in the tech and tech startup and angel investment scene. So that's my full-time job. But at the side, I'm also a value investing coach for Buffett Online School, which is a value investing online program that is led by Warren Buffett's daughter-in-law, Mary Buffett. So I'm a coach where I help to coach the newer investors on how they can really learn about value investing. At the same time, so I think like what Jin mentioned, that I'm trying to promote what is called the master implementer movement. And the movement really came out because of the problem that I saw in the courses and seminar business, right? So I think, Jin, like you will know yourself, like people can pay thousands of dollars for a course, and the different students can achieve way different results. Some of them achieve the things that they want way faster than anyone else, but some of them achieve very mediocre average results. So through my talks with people studying in this space for close to 10 years, I've come up with this thing which I like called a master implementer, which is the reason why the people that achieve the faster results and what they want to do are actually doing. They're actually the master implementers. So that's a quick introduction about myself, and I'm very happy to share through this Facebook Live session today.
Yeah, man. Have to be a master implementer. There's no point in talking everything that you talking a big game, right? Implementation is the key, all right, and the speed of implementation is even more key, right? So whatever that you want to do, right, take action. Don't be afraid already. Hey, yo, Stanley. Hi, Mei-Ling. For those of you who are watching live, welcome. All right, so Marc, like, I want to take this opportunity to ask you, right? Like, how come you make what makes you want to promote KBB at first? So for those of you who don't know what KBB is a launch that the launch done by Russell Brunson, Dean Graziosi, together with Tony Robbins in mastermind.com. KBB means knowledge business blueprint, right? Marc promoted it and he made tons of money. So why do you want to promote this?
Yeah, sure. So I guess I can start with a bit about how did I even get started into the whole digital marketing space, right? Because I think Jin and Gavin shared that I don't really have a big email list. I'm very new to the space. So just share a bit about what caused me to be at this stage and even for me to join as an affiliate, right?
Okay.
So it actually happened, I think, in sometime about March, where Jin himself did a sharing together with some of you might know him called the Six Pack Investor Rashvin A few entrepreneurs flew over all the way to America to go attend this funnel hacking live session, where they spent thousands of dollars to learn from the top marketers and entrepreneurs around the world. So they came back to Singapore and decided to organize a session to selflessly give the lessons that they wanted to, that they learned from the session itself. So after attending the 3-hour session, right? So Jin also shares history, Rashwin also, and Gabriel. I started getting a bit interested into what the whole thing, ClickFunnels, was all about, and how the marketing movement, what was they trying to do to promote digital marketing and entrepreneurship. So that was when I stumbled across what some of you might know as the One Funnel Away Challenge, where 30 of the top marketers around the world shared what they would do if they had to start from day 0 all the way to day 30 to make sure that they could succeed and go beyond where they are currently. So from someone that's a beginner, right, that was like a godsend to me, right, to really learn from their point of view on how they can really, how I could really succeed if I were to enter the personal entrepreneurship and digital marketing journey. So I entered the program, I just paid $100, just went with it. I learned so much, but at the same time, I also joined a couple of Facebook groups. So one of the Facebook groups started, I think one fine day, when I was just scrolling Facebook, right? They started sharing this opportunity to affiliate with, like I think what Jane mentioned, Tony Robbins, the personal development guru of the world. Dean Graziosi, he used to be in real estate and now he's also a success coach. And Russell Brunson, who I think after studying for the past 4 months, I think he's like the best marketer in the world, right? He managed to raise like $3 million worth of sales in just a 90-minute presentation and did a lot more than just that. So what happened is, if you were to apply for the affiliate, right, you can't just, it's not like you automatically will get in. There's actually an application process to go in. And so I asked myself, yeah, the KBB sounded great, but why would they want to choose me, a small boy from Singapore living in Toa Payoh, to promote the course that I know that the top marketers around the world are definitely going to jump on board this opportunity. But one thing, what was in my head was, I could just apply. The most I could get is a no, right? Yeah. It's not like they would pay me a fine if I started, if they said no, they say, well, who are you to apply? So I just applied, and I think a few days later they accepted me, and I joined the affiliate marketing group. So I think that point of time was about 150 to 200 people that were selected to promote the launch, and you had the biggest names inside the Facebook group. So I think some of you might have heard of these names like Brandon Bashard, Lewis House, I think Kevin David, I think he's pretty big in the ClickFunnels community, Jeff Walker, I think John Lee Dumas. So these are big marketers who generate like 7, 8, 9 figures of sales per month, right? And so the other thing came in my head, like, who am I to promote the program? Who am I to get the sales that all these people are going to be crushing it like mad? So same thing I told myself, right? The worst, if I tried to do, I just do my best, the worst I could do is to get 0 sales. But at the same time, I'll get to learn from all these marketers. I'll get to learn behind the scenes of what all these people could do as well. So I just decided to do whatever I could to get it. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of people treat all this as like challenges or problems, right? So I decided to take it as an opportunity where even if I were to fail by getting 0 sales, no signups, at least I could learn from some of the best marketers around the world. So that's why I decided to join the program. Not only because I saw the value of the KBB course, which is to help people create masterminds to not only impact people, but to generate income at the same time. But at the same time, for me to learn from some of the world's best marketers on how they conducted and how they launched their program. Yeah.
Okay, so you say that you are nobody competing all these big names, right? Why don't you share with everyone? So end up, right, what place do you get?
I got the 36th place, 36 out of about 1,000 affiliates, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
A small nobody, as per how Mark has said it, from Toa Payoh, right, place 36 in the world for this launch, who has no list, no prior experience, no nothing. And in Singapore, he's a top affiliate for this launch, which has big names like Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, and Dean Graziosi. It's crazy of how much this nobody from Toa Payoh has achieved. So for that, can you please give Marc Teo the love and likes that he deserves on Facebook, man? Just spam the love and like button and comment awesome in the comment section, because it blows our mind on how much you can achieve when you believe that you can do it. And I think one of the most important sharing that Marc actually shared in that is not about all the marketing knowledge and everything, but it's about his perspective, how he actually view this whole episode. Like many of us, we went to do it, like thinking of going in and believing that we cannot achieve much, and why do we even bother and try? You saw how Marc actually framed himself to go in there, and he told himself, it doesn't matter if I get no sales. I go in there, I don't get sales. I get to learn from all these people, right? I get to learn from all these big shots, and that alone is worth so much. If I get sales, it's a bonus. And guess what, guys? Marc Teo got a $50,000 USD bonus because of that.
Yeah. Oh
Oops, did we just spill the cat?
No.
Might look later. We can sort it out after we go offline. But it's crazy, right? So Marc, can you share with us what are that? You said you learn a lot of lessons when you observe all these big players do all their marketing. Okay, I think firstly everyone will be very interested to know actually what did you do. So do you mind sharing with us what do you do first? Then after that, can you share with us like what are the biggest lessons you learned from all these other marketers?
Yeah, sure. So happy to share. So I did, so that's the case. I did have a very small list, right, of really just my close friends. But what I did was I shared them. I knew that they weren't really the target audience to sign up for the call. I mean, it's $2,000, and for people that have never even heard of these names, it's almost like unlikely that they will sign up, right? So I did email them, but that wasn't my focus on generating my my affiliate sales, right? So what I did was, I think, 3 key things. So firstly, I was trying to think of what I could come up with, what the marketers would know as an irresistible offer. So essentially something that is so hard, so difficult to say no to, right? And that I did that, plus on the fact that I leveraged on what all these marketers were doing. So what happens is, yes, there was the affiliates that were trying to promote the program through their own email list and all, but at the same time, Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, they were spending 6 digits on ads trying to promote for people to join their live training, their 2-hour live training, which they will sell to the program. So the first thing I did, right, was I will get targeted for sure. I like Tony Robbins, I like their pages, and also I definitely get targeted upside down, left, right, center, right? So I started commenting on their posts and shared with, and I started telling people, say, if you want the free copy of the notes that I'll be gathering from this 2-hour training, you can just sign up through my link, or you can just PM me. So that's the first thing I did. All I did was, yes, it's a 2-hour live training, it's going to be great. But at the same time, if you think that you don't have enough time to go through the entire 2 hours, sign up through my link, and I was just sending you all the notes that I will gather from the training itself. So from there, I got a couple of signups, at least to the live class, not the sales itself. But I knew that people were interested because people started liking the poll, and people started liking my comment or in my offer for the free notes that I'll be sharing. So that's the first thing I did. The second thing I did, right, was I think, so there was 2 live webcasts, and what I did during the webcast, right, so I think it was in the afternoon for the American time, so it was about in the morning. So I woke up at, I think, 8 a.m. and I joined a webcast, and I think especially for the second webcast, right, because by then people already knew that they were promoting the program that was $2,000. So the purpose of the video was just trying to answer some questions, address some objections. And during the live cast, it was still very active. People are still saying, "Oh, it's good, but I don't have the money." And so what I did, right, was I was just extremely active in the group. I just started telling people like things like, "Oh, okay, a lot of people see spending $2,000 on the course as an expense, but the rich people, the people with rich mindset, treat this sort of things as a investment. So how about you try to tweak that mindset and be resourceful to try to get the program?" So I started saying from that point of view. At the same time, people had specific questions about the course itself, like what is the MindMint software about? What is the course all about? Is this a scam? And also I started answering questions because the affiliates actually get to access some parts of the course earlier than the public. So I already knew a bit about what was the course about. So I started answering questions. And at the same time, at the end of my comment, I just started sharing my link. Say, if you want to find out more, you can PM me, or you can just sign up through this link to order the course. So those were the 2 key things I did, really just to offer the free notes and for them to sign up through my link, and then through the live webcast, right, just to answer people's questions and to address any concerns that they might have. So and so I didn't know what was I didn't know the outcome for all this. to me, I was just trying to do my best, because even when I applied to be an affiliate partner, right, I already openly told them, say, hey, I don't have a list. I'm not like a email marketer, but what I tell you is, if you were to select me, I would definitely do my very best to promote the program as much as I can. So same thing, which is what I did when I launched. And so the thing is, I didn't expect to get a sales, because what happened was, people like Russell Brunson, people like some other big marketers, Lewis House, they've started promoting their program. But if you were to sign up through their link, right, they will actually give you a lot of bonuses, like 5-digit worth bonus. So extra mastermind events, extra courses, some of them started giving out Apple Watches if you sign up through their link. I was like, yeah, there was one guy that started giving out Apple Watches if you sign up through there. So it's crazy, right? So and for myself, I was like, okay, I'm just doing this just to learn and just to get into the field, right? But then I think closer to the end of the date, right, then there was the Facebook post on the leaderboard. Then I saw my name at like I think that time it was 32 I think. Then I think it dropped a bit down. I was like, I saw this Marc. I was like, Marc Teo, that's me. I'm like, huh? That's so weird. So I have never checked the leaderboard like online at the same time. So I even had to go and log into the affiliate dashboard to make sure that I really got, like, it's not a typo lah. So I was like, what was going on? So then that was the first time that I saw myself. Then I realized that whatever I was doing somehow worked. But the big disclaimer I want to give is, but I think that time they couldn't really give the tracking links, and also I didn't know what was the exact thing that got me my huge number of sales. But what I'm sharing with you is the exact actions that I took on a regular basis to get my signups and sales, eventual sales, right?
Amazing.
So that's the brief action of what I did. So people might be like, how come so simple? I totally
it's not brief, it's very amazing what you're doing, really, because I got so much tips that I think many people can really apply to their own business. But before I want to interrupt you, you were saying something?
Sure, no. Yeah. So so that's why I think people will be like, why the things I do, like, it sounds like it's nothing much. It's not like something that's extremely innovative. It's just me really answering any comments, doing things that just doing something every day to try to get more signups and leads, right? But somehow I achieved the sales and being the top 40. So I'm invited to join the affiliate launch party in sometime in August, where I think Tony Robbins, Dean, and the top affiliate marketers will be all around. So very excited. But I think the people that I learned from is it's going to be a crazy opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. Man. You got to go and you got to get those pictures, dude. You got
to you need to get those photos. We must point at the photo. No. Okay, for the video, for the audience, right? Can you actually, is it okay that do you still have the screenshot of that thing? Otherwise, people are like, sure or not, you really make, man? Just to give them a peace of mind.
Later, we get Marc to post the screenshot in the comment section, because, guys, there's no reason why we need to give you fake information or whatever. Okay, we are not Fox News. Okay, we don't do fake news over here.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but I just like to sum up like what Marc was talking about earlier, because Marc talked about commenting on posts, right, where he give out free notes when people sign up via his link, right? He's offering people on additional incentives when people sign up through his link. And Marc said that he woke up early to watch targeted webinars, to comment, and to help people answer questions, right? And to do that, he had to wake up early and he had to do his homework prior, because he had to assess the program itself first to actually understand what is it all about, so that he can answer all these questions. And to me, ultimately, when I look at what Marc has demonstrated, it demonstrated 2 Ds to me. He demonstrated discipline and he demonstrated diligence. Right, he demonstrated discipline and he demonstrated diligence. He had the discipline to wake up early, right, to watch all the weird timing US webinars that we all been doing, okay, but people have been doing, and he take down all the notes and he compiled them into a nice package, and then he give it out to people for free as an added incentive if people just sign up via his link, right? And then he has that diligence to actually go through the program first, to find out what is it all about before he started promoting it. Guys, like, we are email marketers, right? How many of you here, or many of us who is watching, is email marketers or even other affiliates as well. How many of you actually go through a program first, experience it yourself, and judge for it whether it's good or bad, make your own decision on it, and then you go out and promote? Most of people don't. We always tell people when you want to have that authenticity to promote something, even on ClickBank, ask for a review copy. Most of the people don't do that. But you see how important it is to do it. In this case, Marc did exactly that. And he's able to generate 50,000 with practically close to no leads by just practicing, discipline and diligence. And it really, I think we apply what we can learn from Marc right here is golden nuggets, guys. When you sell a product online, for example, when you want to sell something through your email list, is it possible to just tell someone, when you buy, I'm promoting this product, and when you buy this product, send me the receipt. After 60 days, as long as I don't get a refund, I'm going to give you something else as an extra bonus because you did buy after my link, right? And I know that this thing is good because I went into the program itself, I went through it, I did it, and it was really good content, which is why I'm actually offering to you as my subscriber. How many of us as marketers, we do that? So it's very, very deep. It's simple, yes, it is, but it's deep wisdom, and it requires so much discipline and diligence on your part to execute it. But when you do it right, look at what Marc has. $50,000 and a trip to the US to shake the hands of Tony Robbins and Dean Gogreski. Mama man, guys, give it up for Marc Teo. Amazing.
So really like reflecting on lessons. I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned, like what Gavin mentioned, is see how you can always add value, right? So how can you differentiate yourself from other affiliate marketers? So what I realized is a lot of affiliated the average ones, as in the one that I see, not even from the KBB but from other sources, right, is that all they hope is I send you my referral link, please sign up through me, as in, and because I'm the one that directed you to the program, I should be able to give a referral. But the top affiliate marketers all around the world, they always give bonuses. So that's something that I see that's common among the top 10, top 20 affiliate marketers, is they always have their own bonuses. So I think I remember like the number third, right? I think it was Brandon Burchard, right? Brandon Burchard, he's known as someone that's like always late in the game. So it was only, I think, the last 5 days, right? His name even appeared on the leaderboard. And he did it in just 3 emails. I think first email is just to say that if you sign up through my link, you'll get my influencer program, which was $2,000. Then second one was just to clarify what's the difference between the 2 different programs. And then third one is just a reminder email. And just from nowhere it started, he became number 3, which was crazy crazy thing. Really how you can add bonuses to your offer. Then the other part is the most you can get is just a no. As in, so a lot of us sometimes are too afraid to ask, right? So I think the key thing that even got me this opportunity was the fact that I just applied to join the mastermind in the first place. And my mindset was really like, okay lah, the most, if no, then nothing happened to me. I won't die. I won't get fined by KBB for applying and wasting their time. So I think that was the key mindset I have. And then I think the third last lesson that I really got from this whole experience, right, was the environment is very, 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 very important. So I would think so initially, right, I didn't think much of the KBB. I was just doing it as in here and there. But I think what really pushed me, right, was because the KBB affiliate group was so active, right, that I was just constantly being spammed by them in the Facebook newsfeed, and seeing what everybody did. And so because of that, I just got fired up to just keep doing whatever I was doing. And so I think it's what I think you all would hear, like you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. While I don't disagree, right, I also think it's not just the top 5 people you hang out with. It's really the top 5 Facebook groups that you are in, the top 5 Facebook pages you follow, the top 5 YouTube channels you subscribe to, the top 5 Facebook friends that you have. So it's really not just about your physical environment to me. I think the part on your digital environment is extremely important as well. So rather than a lot of people complaining, say that social media is a bane, is going to suck people's lives, what I do is I use this addiction to social media as my benefit by following people who I only think can add value to my life. So I think that's something that was something that sparked off one of the biggest lessons I had as well from this entire experience. Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. Wow. I don't know about you guys. I'm just sitting here listening to Marc. I'm like, are you sure this guy is like a new affiliate marketer who happens to make $50,000 in just 2 months,
No, man.
It's crazy, right? Whatever he's sharing with you guys is so amazing. And okay, so he shared another 3 points, right? First, he shared about how Brandon Burchard, right? 3 emails over to everybody. I think Jane and I experience this all the time. We take part in any competition, right? We mail and mail and mail, and then we are like, oh, rank number 1, rank number 2. We are very happy. And then one of the big players come in, they send 1 email only, bam, they're number 1. You'll be like, oh, like whatever. But I guess that really illustrates the how important branding and power is, right? And then when you add on branding, power, and providing value, you are unbeatable, right? So I think now Marc might be new, but Marc has lots of value to give. Okay, so you guys got to go follow Marc on Facebook right now. Okay, I already tagged him on the post below. So please go and follow the Master Implementer because he really has so much for you. And for those who are not aware, Marc is also, he himself is a value investor. He's a Buffer Online School coach, and he does value investing as well. So he's a very knowledgeable young man. So for everyone who is really interested in really retiring early, making your money work better for you, please go and follow Marc Teo right now, the Master Implementer Marc Teo. Okay, so I guess really branding, power, and value, if you can have all 3, you're a powerhouse. And the second thing I like to, and Marc said was, just ask lah. The most is what?
No.
No. No. All right. I used to be from a network marketing industry. Right? They always say, what is no? No just means next one. Right? So you get rejected for this affiliate offer, so what? Ask for the next one. You get rejected, so what? Ask for the next one. And the best part about us when we do email marketing is when you send out the email, it doesn't even matter. The person don't even see you. Just send the email only. They say no, so you cannot feel anything. Right? They say no, what are you going to do next? Never mind, tomorrow just send another email only. Correct or not? So really, I guess about the mental block that most people still have in our business, and it's one of the most important mental blocks that everyone, that especially us right now who are doing sales, really have to overcome. Just ask for the sale. If you don't ask for the sale, there will be no sale. Right? If you don't ask for the sale, there will be no sale. So guys, you got to ask for the sale, and the worst you can get is a no. It doesn't matter. No doesn't mean that they won't buy from you. It just means that now is not the right time. They will buy from you in the future when you give them more branding power and value. Okay, so just keep doing it.
Yep.
And the last point that Marc shared was about environment, right? And this one I was like, I'm not sure if it was seen on the screen earlier. I was like, wow, when he said that digital environment, I was like, wow, man, so true, man.
No, man.
I'm not going to talk about like the top 5 good people you got to hang around, but I'm going to talk about how you should be eliminating the top worst people on your social media that you should delete them from. I don't know how many of you now watching now can relate to me when sometimes when you scroll Facebook, right? All you're seeing are all the negative comments, all the complaints, and every single day these few people who are just posting negative stuff. And then when you turn on Facebook, you're like, this post again, I don't want that. Oh, did I just say the word? It's just like you just don't care about it, and then you just want to turn it off, right? And wow, it's so toxic, and really I went through a period where I was detoxifying my Facebook list, and then I started unfollowing people, and for some extreme cases I just totally unfriend them. And I think not only Marc talks about having the most important Facebook group, having the most important Facebook friends, having the most important network, top 5 network. I think it's also important for you to, as you identify the good one on the top, it's also important to identify the bad one and eliminate those bad one away from your life. And I thought that was just another piece of nugget that Marc shared as he was just, casually sharing his own experience. You see this gentleman right here, young dude, right? Share wisdom and knowledge so casually, makes 50 grand like nobody's business, like don't even know what's happening, make 50 grand. And it's like, so could share such amazing insights in our lives that could be so applicable to our everyday life and everything that we do. So guys, again, please spend the love and light for Marc Teo and follow him on Facebook, man. You guys, he's a gem. He's a diamond that's waiting to be polished.
Yes.
My God, BOS, you got a steal, man, for this gentleman right here.
You gotta be the master implementer. Nothing happened until you take action. Hello.
Okay, so on that note, right, Marc, can I just ask you a question? Like, what do you think of people hesitating to take action to achieve what they want in life? Like because on Thursday, Jin and I are gonna do another masterclass. It's a preview, right? And it's common that when people go for preview and they are obviously wanting to learn that skill set, but they are always hesitating when it comes to the price, when it comes to the time, and that kind of thing. And What do you have to say to those people who hesitate and don't take action? What do you recommend these people to do?
Oh, okay. So I think that's a great question, because I would say that sometimes I am guilty of it myself, right? Like not taking action when I'm supposed to. But I think the first thing, the foundation is, if you really want to stop taking action, is you need to ask yourself, why do you want to do it in the first place, and what's the level of desire that you want to achieve. So for example, and you do be really clear about what you really want to do, what you really want to achieve, right? And the level of desire that of the goal that you want to do. So for example, like if I just say I want to be rich, right, it's not going to be a very powerful motivation, right? If I just want to say I want to be rich, but what do I exactly want to do with the rich? Is it because I want to stay in a landed condo? Is it because I want to live in a car? So and you must really find out why. Because people have different reasons why they want to be rich. Or some, like, so for a lot of people, right, there are reasons why they want to earn money and all. It's because they want to
have more girlfriend.
No. I don't know about that.
No.
Yeah. So
you're talking about Mark, is it? Cannot like that, don't sabo.
Yeah. So a lot of people, they want the money, yes, to live in a big condo, to really like travel anywhere they want. But the reason can even be as simple as like, even for myself, like, I'm not like I'm not those that really wants to like earn like billions of dollars and to like just throw money down the street. But it's really for me to earn enough passive income, so that if it comes a day where, let's say, like, if myself was sick or even my loved one was ill, right, that I didn't have to worry about constantly working and worrying about my loved one, or my loved one having to keep going to work instead of being there with me, even though she or he would really want to. So to really just earn enough passive income, so I can work not because I have to, right, but because I want to. So that's my own personal motivation. So for yourself, if you're being stuck, you must really ask yourself, why do you want to do that in the first place? And then I think then the second key thing to prevent being unstuck is also, I think, the fear of failure. And then that's when you really need to try to adopt the rich mindset of how, like, that failing is really fine. Because I think you also will know yourself, like in the Asian culture, like failing is something that is seen as a taboo. People really look down according to it. But if I were to achieve, like if I were to fail, right, is there anything I get out of it? So I think there's books on like failing forward, or how can you learn from your failures, that you can check out. But really just have the mindset that even if I fail, I get to learn and I get the experience as well. So I think these two are the key things that I would personally like to share for anyone that is feeling stuck or not having that motivation to take action. So firstly is to really find out why do you want to achieve what you want to do, and then secondly to really have the mindset of do not be afraid of failure, but to actually learn from it.
Awesome sharing, guys. So number one, you already have to understand your why. Okay, your why really determines your path ahead on why you intend to do certain thing. And once you have the intention right, that's when you can take clear, precise action to achieve what you wanted to do, right? And the second thing I think Mark shared is something that relates across very well for us, especially I believe most of the people who are still watching now, we are of the Asian context, and it's about we fear to fail. Right? We fear to fail, right? Because to us, like Mark was sharing, that failure is a taboo thing. From young, we were being taught that failure is bad. You should not be failing. Why do you get a bad grade? That kind of thing. But really, in life, right? And we're not talking about academics right now. I think in life, failing is normal. Most people fail one point or another. But it's what you do after failing that really determines your character and determines your future, right? Failing doesn't mean that you're going to fail for life. Yeah, you failed that one time, but it doesn't mean you're going to fail for life. And I remember about a quote I heard about a lion, right? The strongest lion in Africa, right? Normally the king of the tribe, right? Of the group. The one is always, the lion that is leading them is always the one that failed the most, right? But only because he had failed the most, he had the most successes as well, because he was willing to go out there to hunt as many times as required. So there's 1 out of 10 hunt, right? 9 out of 10 hunts end up in failure. But because he tried 50 times, that's why he had 5 successes, and compared to the other lion who don't even bother trying. Right? So that's really something of a change of mindset that we have to apply in our own life as well. I'm not sure if that resonates with you guys, but I remember when I first heard of that, it made a lot of sense to me. And when I first come out on this entrepreneurship journey together with Jean, obviously, we went through tons of failures right now before we could establish Inbox Income Academy, had a steady stream of students, been making 10, 20K a month on internet marketing and stuff like that. But we went through tons and tons of failure. And even now, I'm telling you right now, for those of you who are watching, we are failing every single day. If you are thinking that you heard that wrong, you are not, okay? We are failing every single day. Every single day, we are finding out something that we didn't do right, something that needs to be improved, something that went wrong. And every single day, we are rectifying those mistakes, because if we stop there and we stop rectifying those mistakes and we just wallow in pity, in self-pity, because we failed, then who's answerable for our future? Is us, right? So we got to take action to rectify those, to make sure that we come out better than yesterday. We come out stronger, better than yesterday. And today we walk out, we emerge stronger, better than ever before. And I think that's really the key in the kind of mindset that anyone should have. And whatever Marc said was really hit the nail, man. It was just so impactful. I don't know how was it for you guys who are watching, but it was so impactful for me. So for those of you who thinks that whatever Marc was sharing is awesome, can you just type in the comment section, hashtag awesome or something like that? Blew my mind. From a young guy who just made 50 grand out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because you know why I keep saying that now? Because I'm waiting for Marc to acknowledge that he still has to treat us to Tonglok.
Yeah.
That's kind of an inside joke. So Marc, you got to later we will PM you and this when is the date, yeah?
Yeah, not a fish and chips.
No, Tonglok lah.
Nasi lemak lah.
Okay, so Marc, I mean, really, I think your sharing has been wonderful. There's really a lot of good points that was being shared. And just so that you know, right, do you share the feed yet, Marc?
Share the feed?
Yeah, do you share the Facebook Live?
Did I share? I think I didn't.
Okay, so when you haven't shared to your own group, right, we have a constant stream of over 20 people watching, just for your info.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they've been on for the past 40 minutes listening to you talking, okay? So for those of them who are really still watching right now, right, is there anything, how could they reach out to you better? I mean, I told them to follow you on Facebook, but is there a way that they can reach out to you better to learn from you, the master implementer? How can they get in touch with you to learn more?
Yep, sure. So I think firstly, just add me on Facebook as a friend, right? So I do share my own thoughts and some lessons I learned on that site. And I'm also going to organize a free master implementer workshop in the coming months. Not so sure when is it, but I think through the travel with Tony Robbins, I need to go and confirm my schedule.
Hint of howliness there.
So I need
Tony Robbins.
I need to arrange schedule to make sure that I commit to the sharing. So add me as a friend, or at the same time, I have a website, marcteo.com, marcteo.com. You can add the mailing list there. I do have a small list, but I'm going to be a lot more active definitely in the coming weeks as well. So I think these two are the main ways to find me. And if any questions about what's the one funnel away challenge about, what is the KBB course about, and why 14,000 people signed up in just less than a month, you can feel free to let me know any questions. I'm happy to answer them at the same time. Yeah.
Awesome. So marcteo.com, right? marcteo.com.
Yep.
Okay, you got to give us an affiliate link, man, dude. We are affiliates.
They're not selling anything.
Just joking. All right, so marcteo.com, right? And okay, so Marc, as a parting word before we end off this fantastic webinar, if everyone, so like OFA sharing, right? If everyone has to start from nothing right now and they can only do one thing, right? Yourself, what's the one piece of advice you would give to all those people who are watching right now? If they lost everything and they will start off again today.
Wow. Well, usually I'm the one interviewing people to ask the question.
Now it's your turn. Sound familiar, the question?
Yeah. So I think okay, so I asked the exact question to I think about more than 5 like top trainers and all, including Gavin and Jin themselves, right? I think one of the biggest things that I hear about everyone, right, is really to find a problem that people are solving. So through the conversations they have with people, or even through online, depending on what you're trying to promote, always try to find a problem first before you try to solve it. So how my master implementer movement came about is because I personally observed people that paid thousands of dollars on courses, but was never able to achieve the results that they wanted. So always find a problem first, and then look to seek out a solution on how you can solve it. So that's what I would really do. The key things I would do if I do start from scratch, really to find a problem and then look for a solution to solve it. yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, so that's already a common thing about what from what I've gathered over my interviews. Yeah.
Awesome. So if you have to start from nothing, remember, find a problem and then create that solution to solve that problem, because that's when you're going to be solving people's problem, and that's when you're going to be able to make a lot of money. So I'm glad our students probably don't have to go to Mark. Our students lucky or are master implementer also. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's been an amazing evening, guys. I hope everyone that is still watching, we still have close to 20 people watching right now. You all got amazing value out of this. Remember, if you think that this webinar has been very helpful, has been full of golden nuggets, regardless whether is it in life, in master implementing your life, or in email marketing, affiliate marketing, or simply just to hear from someone from Toa Payoh who make 50K out of nothing, and it's been so good content for you. Remember to like, comment, as well as share out this video, because you never know who you are helping by sharing out this video. You might be just helping the next person who really needed this information to change their life around. So guys, really, please do everyone a favor, do yourself a favor, like, comment, and share this video. All right. If not, next Tuesday, again, we're going to be inviting people on board again. As you guys have been watching for the last few episodes right now, the guests that are coming onto our show have all been mind-blowing, okay? They have all been mind-blowing. As every Tuesday I sit here in front of my computer, I'm like, kind of like feeling. So it's amazing. So you guys got to tune in again next Tuesday at the same time at 9 p.m. Jin and Gavin, we are going to be here, bring you live from Inbox Income Academy, interviewing the next guest. Okay, and tonight's guest was Marc Teo, master implementer, make 50K nothing at all. Amazing guy. So please follow him on Facebook. Okay, I already tagged him, as well as his website, marcteo.com. Okay, Jin and Marc, anything to say before we kind of call it off?
Yep, I'm good.
Let's go for Tong
Listen, everyone.
Make sure you enjoy your time in US. And
thank you.
Take photo with Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins. Then you come back. Social proof.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So if you want to see nice photo of Marc in the US with Tony Robbins and the rest, go follow him on Facebook.
Yeah.
So Marc, you have the honor. Say the last word, and then we will go offline.
Yeah. What's the last thing that you want all the viewers to benefit from?
Yeah. Okay. So really, I think I'll be sharing definitely a little more in the coming weeks, right? But master implementer is not it's really a mindset, right, that you have. Is, of course, there might be times where you don't implement on a day, maybe it's a down day, but if you always tell yourself that I'm a master implementer, right, over time your identity will grow to become that, and you'll be able to take a lot more action to help you achieve your success over time. So that's something to note. Like, don't if there's one day like you don't implement as much as you do, don't let it like cause you to feel sad or down, but because over the long run you will definitely take action and be a master implementer. Yeah.
Rash is watching. Oh my god.
Oh no, your boss is watching.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go off soon. You're sharing his dark secrets.
All right, guys. Yeah, so see you in the next episode. We're gonna add tons of value to you. And remember, don't just watch the content for the sake of watching. Be a master implementer.
Yeah. Take action. Yeah.
Everything that you learn from the webinar. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week, and we'll go to Tonglok now. See you.
All right, man. Bye, guys. Have a great one.
Bye.